Co-main events, no title fight for the welterweight title. Damian Maia taking on the champion Tyron Woodley. This is a rough one, man. I so badly. I'm torn in this one between common sense and heart, my jiu-jitsu heart. It's kind of hard for me to like, you know what I mean? Like I want to pick Damian Maia just off the bat, just to see jiu-jitsu win, but it's a tough one, man. But we'll start here with Jesse. What are we picking?
Yeah, I agree with you. I think we all see the same thing, right? Damian Maia, who's been grinding away, right? Just literally grinding away, you know, subbing people, just evolving his game. Who I forget who it was doing an analysis on this fight, and I really agree with what they were saying. I think it might have been Luke Thomas, it might have been somebody else, but Damian Maia's jiu-jitsu game has evolved because his wrestling has evolved. And I think that's what people are sleeping on. The fact that he no longer like desperately needs to get you down, the way he sets up his takedowns, the way he's able to actually take you down, you know, even in his last fight, he pulled guard, half guard actually, on what's his name, Masvidal.
Yeah.
So, you know, and from there he just works and sweeps, and I think that might be a trap for Tyron Woodley, because Tyron Woodley, you know, he's a big guy, gasses whether he likes it or not. He gasses. He's a big guy. He's explosive. You know, that's going to happen. It's not a knock on him for not working hard. It's human, you know, human composition. You know, you can't output that much energy without, you know, just blowing out your load. So I think the trap is going to be that if Tyron Woodley does not finish Damian Maia in the first 2-3 rounds, goes into the championship rounds, he's going to fall into the trap of, you know, allowing himself to either get on top of Damian Maia, or, you know, Damian Maia getting too close and, you know, taking him down that way. And I think that's going to be the danger, because Tyron Woodley, he's very confident in his wrestling. You know, he's very, very confident. He doesn't feel that, you know, anybody can beat him in any area. And I think that if he allows himself to get, you know, lulled by the fact that Damian Maia, you know, isn't a, you know, 2-time, 3-time All-State, you know, whatever wrestler, and he thinks he's going to be able to out-wrestle him, I think he's going to be in for a rude awakening. That being said, I mean, Tyron Woodley, explosive. You know, he has the power to knock anybody out. But I'm just going to go with Maia, man. I think it's Maia's time. I think Maia's going to be able to weather the storm, and, you know, he's going to be able to take him down and choke him out.
Yeah, Fred, who you picking, man?
All right, so I'm just sitting here thinking about this in my head, man. Little interesting fact. How many times has Tyron Woodley been stopped by strikes in a fight? Once?
I'll find out for you right now.
I think the answer is one.
Are you thinking of Nate the Great knocking him out, video game style?
I am thinking about that. But what I'm also thinking about is how many times has Damian Maia been stopped by strikes in a fight?
Well,
and who was that to?
Well, Anderson Silva didn't knock him out.
Nate Marquardt.
Yeah.
Ironically enough, I think Nate Marquardt is the only dude who's actually knocked out both of these guys. I think finished them by strikes in MMA competition, if I'm not mistaken.
Pretty sure you're right.
Which is just a weird little thing. Well, because I'm thinking my point with that is, listen, first off, I think Damian Maia is going to win the fight. Okay, I see a lot of people picking Tyron Woodley to win and saying that this is a bad stylistic matchup for Damian. I just don't really get it. Listen, does Tyron punch hard? Absolutely. He fucking, you know, he's got some serious power. Is he a very accurate pinpoint striker? Not really.
No.
He's got a lot of power, and Damian Maia does not get knocked out very easily. Matter of fact, nobody's done it, I don't think, since Nate Marquardt fucking way back when, which was a long time ago at fucking middleweight. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about long fucking time, and Damian's fought a lot of hard-hitting good strikers in that time. You know, Anderson Silva being one of them who could not actually finish him with strikes. So could Tyron catch Damian and knock him out in that first round? For sure. His hands are fast and he's got a lot of power. It could happen. If that don't happen quick and early, I fucked. Because I don't know if you guys seen the stare down. I tweeted the picture. Damian Maia is a mite bigger than him.
Yes, he is.
A mite bigger than him. And with the way their styles match up and the oxygen that Tyron Woodley's fucking big ass muscles are going to need to keep going, that's not a great thing for Tyron. I don't know if the fight will be very exciting, but I feel like slowly but surely Damian Maia is going to eventually get the stranglehold on Tyron Woodley. I don't know whether it'll be the 4th round, 5th, or 3rd, but either Tyron knocks him out in the first couple minutes of this fight, or eventually Damian gets his hands on him. And I don't think the size discrepancy is quite like Kelvin Weidman was, but it's something like that. It's a little something like that. Damian's a fucking big welterweight, man. And I know that height isn't everything. Look at DC. But I don't know, man. Damian looked a little bigger than him today, and I can just imagine him being on him in a grappling type scenario. Like if Damian takes his back, it ain't going to be nothing nice for Tyron.
And that's exactly, that's exactly what my point is on this one. I'm picking Damian Maia, jiu-jitsu and all that. But a lot of it to me has to do with what Fred just said. With if Tyron Woodley doesn't knock him out early, and this fight goes in the 3rd, 4th round, or 4th and 5th rounds, he's not fighting fucking Wonder Bull who you could take down and lay on top of him and catch a breather. Right. If you take down Damian Maia trying to take a breather, you're gonna get triangled. You're gonna get armbarred. You might even get crazy and get omoplata if you're that tired. You know what I mean? It's gonna be fucking nuts. And if Damian Maia gets on your back, he doesn't really use hooks that often. He uses body locks, right? And he's such a high level where he can get that and hang on to it. And good luck getting out of that. That's why I was super impressed with Masvidal, because he got out of it like once or twice. But eventually you succumb to that shit, right? I think it's gonna exactly what's gonna happen is Woodley's gonna get tired. He's somehow gonna end up on the ground, whether it's Damian Maia grappling with him a little bit on the clinch and then tripping him, or literally like clinching with him and jumping on his back like a backpack. I think Woodley's gonna wear a Maia backpack and get choked out. And I think Woodley. Honestly, I don't even think Woodley's gonna tap. I think Woodley's gonna go out because Woodley's that kind of guy. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm taking Maia as well. So yeah, I'm kind of surprised we all pick Maia, but hey. But I mean, I understand people are saying Tyron Woodley could absolutely knock Maia out in the 1st round, and that's all she wrote. He knocked out fucking Robbie Lawler, who is like a fucking walking zombie at 170. Fucking, you know how many times I've seen Lawler get dropped and he doesn't fucking go out? Tyron Woodley hit him hard enough to go out. That was it. So it could happen. I just don't think I don't think Maia's gonna go in there going, yeah, I'm gonna stay at his range so he knocks me out. That's not gonna happen.